There is a reason this is my #1 spray. It does everything. Okay, I feel like setting sprays are probably one of the most misunderstood products on the market. And unfortunately, that a lot of that has to do with the way that the brand markets the setting spray. A lot of people think that you can spray your face after finishing all your makeup with a setting spray, and all of a sudden it's going to give you 14-hour wear, or however long the brand claims that it gives you, and it's going to be sweat proof, waterproof, humidity resistant, like all of those things, all of the above, and just like kind of life proof basically. That is not the case. Personally, I would never rely on a setting spray to set your makeup. There are some that help, and I'm going to go through exactly which ones help, what they do, and what kind of finish you can expect, what are the benefits you can get from all of these setting sprays. And there are ones that I love, don't get me wrong. So yeah, that's what I'm going to go through with you. This is like so honestly transparent, keeping it real with you. As a makeup artist, nothing is sponsored or anything here. These are all genuinely products that I love, and I'm going to tell you what they work for, what they don't work for as well, because not all of them work for what they say that they do work for. And yeah, this is where you're going to get everything that you've ever wanted to know, the truth. So let me start by saying that Longwear makeup comes from specific things, such as proper skin prep, thin layers of makeup, strategic powdering, and just generally good product choices. That is what gives you longevity when it comes to your makeup. Now, let me talk about what setting sprays can be good at. They can provide a little extra insurance when it comes to your longevity, so it just kind of helps to take it that little bit further. Or they can refresh the skin and help to melt the powder into the skin so it looks less powdery and make your skin look more like skin quicker, and just so that everything looks natural. Let me talk about what I look for in a setting spray. I don't want it to leave the skin sticky. I don't want it to disturb the makeup that I've applied and give me a completely different finish. I want it to make my makeup look better. I want it to make my makeup look less powdery. I want it to not be so heavy on my skin. I want it to work well on mature skin. So I want it to give me some hydration without disturbing any of my makeup or making it look oily. And I don't want it to make the skin look dry. So we're going to talk about my favorite setting sprays, and we're going to go all the way up to my #1 spot, right? So this is probably my least favorite, but it's still a favorite. So if something is not on this list, I don't like it or I haven't used it. Most ones I've actually used. But these are all of my favorites, going from at the bottom, but it's still good and I still use it, all the way up to my favorite. Okay, this is my current ranking, okay? So first off, we're gonna start with the Saie Beauty Cityset setting spray. Now this is a lightweight setting spray, and I have the little mini version here, which is pretty good for travel and stuff. I think the bottle is pretty good. I'm gonna go through like what I like about it too, because there's a lot more to setting sprays than just what we've actually spoken about. It's to do with how it actually sprays on your face. Does it leave droplets? You know, is it easy to use? Do you have to spray it a few times before you get it on your face? Because let's be honest, let's keep it real, right? Sometimes with setting sprays, you have to spray it into the air before you spray it on your face because you're worried about the droplets, and you've just wasted a whole load then, right? You want to get everything you pay for, right? This one I would say is lightweight, refreshing, gives the skin a refreshed feeling. It gives a natural finish, and it is hydrating. I would say this is a really good option if your makeup already looks fine, but you really want to kind of either melt the powder into the skin, have a kind of refreshed finish, which I think is kind of pointless. But I like also using this to dampen my beauty blender. Now, I just want to add that I don't actually dampen it with water. I dampen it with setting sprays. And a lot of these setting sprays that I'm going to go through, a lot of them I do use on my beauty blender, depending on what finish I want. So if I want something which is basically a bit more kind of hydrating, so for example, if I'm using quite maybe heavy concealer and stuff, and I know that it can be a little bit drying on my skin, I will use something like this, like a hydrating setting spray, because I know I'm getting that extra hydration. It's almost like just making my concealer less dry, right? So that's how I use this. Sometimes I use it to melt the powder into my skin if I feel like my skin's looking a little bit extra powdery, or I feel like I want that extra hydration. With the Saie Cityset spray, I will say that it sprays really well. Right? First spray, super fine. right? You get the odd big droplet, but it doesn't land on your skin. It falls straight from the bottle here. It doesn't come onto your skin. You always get a very, very ultra fine mist with this. So a great sprayer. Okay, next up is the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Soft Setting Spray. Now this is a really good spray for, I think personally, like a more soft focus finish to your skin. And I do really like the spritz because it is ultra fine. It's a mist, right? You don't get droplets. If you've ever done your base and you feel like it looks a little bit too powdery, I think this is a really, really good option to melt your powder into the skin. It, like I said, it does give a more softer skin-like finish to your skin. So it's really good at kind of like not just hydrating, but kind of giving a slight airbrushed finish to your skin when maybe you've just applied a little bit too much powder, or maybe your makeup looks freshly done and you don't like it looking freshly done, you want it to look a bit more lived in. This is a really good spray to use. I do sometimes use this on my beauty blender if I want to kind of just hydrate the makeup a little bit and I want that more kind of soft focused look, then I'll use that on my beauty blender and then basically end up kind of like blending my concealer in with it, and it gives a really nice finish. It works really well on the beauty blender. And again, I don't reach for this setting spray because I think it's dramatically going to extend the wear of my foundation. I don't think it does that. I reach for it because I like how it melts the powder into my skin and it gives a soft focus finish to my base. Next is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, which I don't actually know where it is right now, so yeah, I don't know where that is. I think it might be on the other table. But this setting spray is a very, very good setting spray. I have used this for a very long time. It is definitely the spray I go to more when I want something to dampen my beauty blender. And I think it's a really good one for that. And I think mainly because it's kind of like an all-rounder. You know, I use this more throughout my makeup application than I do at the end. I don't think it's great for setting makeup. Again, not many actually help to do that or help the longevity of your base. I actually feel like this is better if you want more of that refreshed finish at the end, you know, or maybe you want to keep a spray with you through the day for a refreshed, just to refresh your skin a bit. It's good at blending, at kind of melting your powder into skin, but the one thing I will say with this is the spritz is not fine mist. You do get some droplets. It is the type of spray you have to spray a few times before you spray it on your face. That's the only thing that's annoying about it. I think it's a really good spray if you want to soften certain products that might be a little bit too thick or too heavy for your skin and you really want it to kind of just kind of make it a little bit more fluid. So I'd say it's best for melting the powder into the skin, best for melting makeup into one another because I quite like it in between layers as well. It just helps to soften the makeup a little bit as you go along. Good for as an everyday spray to use when you want to soften makeup, basically. Next, we've got my One Size Until Dawn Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray. This, I think, definitely does act like a bit of extra insurance for your makeup when it comes to longevity. See, I feel like this is where we're moving more into the longevity territory. This is where, from this point, with this setting spray onwards, these ones are really going to help to extend the wear of your makeup. I would not rely on them solely on their own to set your makeup. If you have extremely dry skin, potentially, yes. But yeah, so this is where things get interesting. This spray genuinely means business. I feel like if you have oily skin, if you get shine very quickly through the day, or any kind of shine through the day, if you're dealing with hot weather, you're dealing with humidity. And trust me, I know because I live in a very hot country, so I deal with humidity a lot. If you have long days where you want something to give you that extra hand because, you know, you're just not going to be able to stop and look after your makeup, this is going to be your best friend. It is very, very good. It's like hairspray in a bottle without all the bad stuff. I don't actually know if there's any bad stuff in here, but this is very good at kind of locking in makeup once you're done with your setting powder. I would say this is one of the strongest options available. So when it comes to really locking in makeup and really setting, helping to extend the longevity, this is a winner for you, right? Because this whole ranking that I've done is not necessarily just about the one that's the strongest when it comes to the longevity. It's about a kind of more of an all-rounder type. So that's what's going to be right at the top. And this, I would say, is probably the best for just locking in your makeup and not allowing your skin to look shiny through the day. It's mattifying. It genuinely is waterproof, so it genuinely works in hot weather, humidity, if you sweat, things like that. This is going to be really good for you. By the way, please do watch the rest of this video. If you watch the whole video, you really get the most of it, and it really does help my channel out. And please do hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell button because it means you won't miss my next video. So moving back to this, I feel like this is what's really going to help to reinforce your makeup. I still don't believe that any setting spray can save poor makeup application, but this does a real good job. If your makeup is already applied really well and you've already got the most out of your own kind of like application when it comes to longevity, this is really going to help to just promote it. Next up, we have the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray in Matte Blur. This is really good. Like, I tell you what I love about this. It works really well in between layers. So if you really want that extra longevity and maybe you deal with oily skin, or you really want to figure out how to have the longest kind of like set makeup, then this isn't pretty good for it, because the other one, the previous one I mentioned, it's really good as a last step. This works really well in between, during your makeup application, and at the end, which is why I like it. Like, I feel like it gives the longevity of the one size one, but it does give you other benefits. Like I said, being able to utilize this in ways like, for example, I love using it on my beauty blender to dampen that and then blend my concealer in, because it actually helps the setting, the concealer to set better before you've even applied your powder, right? So there are other benefits of this other than just right at the end. I especially like this on mature skin, by the way, because it doesn't flatten your complexion. Like, I feel like it's kind of like not heavy duty, but it really does work. And I feel like that's a really difficult balance to achieve. Like, when you don't want it to be so heavy that it just like, you know, like just that's all it does. But you also want it to soften the makeup too. Great for mature skin, great for long days, great if you want to use it in so many different ways. It's very versatile. Okay, so we've got one more left, the top one, which is a recent add-on and I absolutely love it. But before we head into that, have you subscribed to the beautybreakfastclub.com? It's my online publication. I talk about beauty, wellness, style, skincare, health, a bit of everything. And there's even an over 40 section on there where we get to talk about all the fun stuff like perimenopause and stuff. And yeah, I think you're going to love that place. Everything is written by me. There's a new newsletter every other day and without fail. And also it's free to subscribe, so you get access to a couple of newsletters a week. Or you can go for the paid version, and that unlocks the entire site, and it costs you the same as getting yourself one coffee a month, but it gives you much more than just a coffee. It's much longer lasting than a coffee. So this will basically unlock the entire site. You get to read everything, including everything you may have missed over the last couple of years. There's product releases on there. There's new products that you maybe see there before you see here. There's how-tos, there's tutorials, there's problem solving, there's a bit of something for everyone. And I think the best part is you get to join the community, the online group chat on the platform, which is basically where you can ask me any questions and I answer them. But more so, I think what's better than that is the fact that you get to meet so many nice people. It is a area of, it's a little corner of my site, which I'm so proud of, because the people on there are so nice and everyone's really uplifting one another. And you have people sending in selfies of maybe their makeup that they've tried something new and asking like, guys, what do you think? I tried this, hope you like it. And people are really, really hyping each other up. And that's what we need more of, I think, in the world. And I think you're going to enjoy it. It's a really nice place to be. And yeah, you're going to love it. So yeah, please do subscribe to that, and that will really mean the world to me. And yeah, I really look forward to saying hi to you over there. So moving on to my number one spot, the Dior AirFlash Mist Setting Spray. This is new and wow. Firstly, it's prettier than all the rest. Like, can I just say I love the bottle? It's very Dior, but also it's just an amazing setting spray. Not because it's the strongest, because I'm going to say that this isn't the strongest when it comes to locking makeup in. I would say this is an all-rounder. This is my favorite. The reason being is because it has a bit of everything. Number one, you can spritz and there's no droplets. Your first spritz is always going to be a very fine, ultra fine mist. Right, smells amazing. Amazing. So That's another thing. Your face is going to smell good. This is my favorite, not because it's the strongest, not because it's the most mattifying, because it's the one that consistently makes my makeup look good. Let me explain. This actually makes your makeup look like it's fresh, right? So like it is freshly applied, like it doesn't look old. You know when you put your makeup on and then after a couple of hours, sometimes it can look a bit too, oh, it doesn't look so fresh anymore and it looks a bit too lived in. It looks a bit dull and everything. This is so good at stopping that from happening, but also correcting it through the day. So you can use this in between your layers. If you want to dampen your beauty blender, works really well. You can use it at the end to just give it that little bit of extra longevity, but also later on through the day. So this is the first hybrid setting spray and hydrating mist. You've got the setting formula in here, but you've also got hydration. So it's that good balance. It's not drying your skin out like most mattifying sprays can, but it's also adding some hydration and keeping your makeup looking fresh without it looking oily or greasy, right? Because some sprays can do that. It softens powder. So once you've applied your powder at the end, this can really soften it and give it that real skin-like finish, but healthy, but almost blurred as well at the same time. I would say after testing all of these, and I use these all the time, I alternate between them, this is my favorite. I do feel like you're going to absolutely love the scent of this. It smells so good, and not in a bad way, in a very, very good way. I also feel like it's great for mature skin, great at kind of, again, adding that extra insurance to your makeup at the end, but works really beautifully in between layers and it softens the powdery finish at the end. It also is great on your beauty blender. It's also good to refresh your skin through the day. It's just an all-rounder, which I think you're going to love. I think it's worth the money. Should we go through my ranking again? Okay, so number 1 is the Dior AirFlash Mist Setting Spray. Best longwear option, best for mature skin, best all-rounder, gives you a bit of everything. Number 2 is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Matte Blurring Setting Spray. I always get confused with these names. Best longwear option for mature skin. Number 3 is the One Size Until Dawn Mattifying Setting Spray. Best for like being bulletproof skin, so it literally mattifies your skin and it genuinely does increase the longevity of your makeup. Number 4 is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. It's a great all-rounder, more for the hydration and for melting layers together. Good everyday option. Number 5 is the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Soft Setting Spray. This is good for a soft focus finish. Number 6 is the Saie Beauty Cityset Setting Spray. I would say this is good as a lightweight, everyday, refreshing spray. Honestly, if there's one thing I'd like people to stop doing is relying on setting sprays to actually set your makeup. Unless you feel that it works for you, that's fine, right? But genuinely, if you wonder why your makeup doesn't stay put and all you're using is a setting spray, I can tell you right now, you need to change your whole order of things and what you're relying on to actually set your makeup. If you want to see more on that topic, let me know in the comments because it'll be interesting to see if you want to know how to actually properly set your makeup. A setting spray is your finishing touch and it's about picking the right one that does all the things that you need, that actually benefits your makeup and complements your makeup. So I really do hope you've enjoyed this today and I hope this has given you a good indication as to what setting sprays do, why they work, how they work, and which ones actually do the right things. I'm going to love you and leave you. Everything's listed in my description in case you want to head on over, click on the links and get them. And I will see you on the next video.